Hello guys, welcome back to my video, and this is the video 26. This is a super really normal video, and the topic today is about emotions. And yeah, and we have some vocabulary today, like to feel relieved. Yeah, it's to feel relieved. Burst into tears, like you wanna cry and you cry into tears. Burst into tears. To have mixed feelings, you have a lot of feelings in your mind at any moment. We can call that having mixed feelings and bottle, bottling up your emotions, like to control your emotions. But it would be better if you use the collocation bottling up your emotions. Yeah, I will try to use it by all costs. Um, let's start with the first part. Questions. What makes you feel happy? So, for me, every day is a gift from God. I'm a Christian, so I was taught that every day was a gift from God, and you need to be happy every day, even though there's so much disastrous, catastrophic things happen on this earth. But you things happen in this earth, but you will always need to feel happy because every day is a gift from God. You you have been blessed so much um so far, and you need to respect everything that God gave you until now. And because of that, I always feel happy, and I can feel happy of everything in life, even though it's kind of bad, and I always feel a little bit frustrated or annoyed. But like after a few minutes thinking, or I will always realize that I need to respect life. I need to respect every. I need to appreciate every second that I am living right now. Like there are many things that make me feel happy or feel even over the moon, like seeing some kids playing in the playground. It will help me to memorize about my old childhood. It's so it's so nostalgic, and or maybe talking with a friend or playing sports with the members in the football club. It's so enjoyable and charismatic. And I really get into the I really get into the feeling of playing sports. It like it always energizes me up, always energizes me up, and sometimes I also feel frustrated. I don't know why, but like it's just from the spontaneity, but like from my mindset, I know I need to be happy all the time. And how do you deal with stress? I rarely have trouble with facing stress, but like I just dealing with stress whenever like about the study problems or about my personal problems. But I usually deal with stress like thinking in a simple way, like, oh, you are crying because you're feeling stressed, so don't just be happy, don't feel stressed anymore. That would be like that. For me, it is a really good way to cure the stress problem or the depression problems. Just like you just need to, okay, don't be stressed anymore. Something just simple like that. Just like, oh, okay, that's simple. Why can I not do that? And boom, I just finished dealing with stress completely. Yeah, it's like it's so crazy, and it's so different from everyone, but like it's my own way to deal with stress. And do you express your emotions easily? um like I'm at the intermediate level. Sometimes if the jokes are too funny, I will laugh I will laugh really loudly, but loudly, but like they are talking a nice conversation. I can keep some emotions like like doing some funny emotions, but not like showing my realist emotions. Like I just want to keep everything private. I just want to show something funny to make the conversations become more fun or become more entertaining. But like I don't like I can control my emotions really good. You know what's something that frustrates you, Jim? I have myself here. The thing that frustrates me, I cannot imagine something right now. Damn, there's a ghost over there. I need to punch that ghost. That's my imagination. Don't worry about that. But I got who is near with me right now. What's something that frustrates you? I don't know. Like I can be happy all the time. I'm chilling all the time though. Like there's nothing that frustrates me that much. But like if I have if I have to talk about a thing that frustrates me, like it will be my physical pain. It always feels so painful when I face a physical pain or a like it is really annoying or disgusting when you have a physical pain, to be honest. And how do you cheer up yourself up? How do you cheer yourself up? Just be happy. Yeah, like you can say something like, okay, this is easy, you can do it. You are one and everything is easy for you. You are mastery of everything in life. Why do you have to feel sad, or why do you have to feel frustrated or this thing? Just be a funny guy, a happy guy in your life. Just simple sentences like that, it will cheer me up 100%. Um, I want to say one more time that this technique is really different from everyone in the world. Like they need to have a specific reason to cheer themselves up. But like I just need some simple sentences because like I am living in real life. I cannot overthinking too much. Overthinking is the is the biggest enemy you will ever face in your life. Just thinking in a simple way, and that's how I deal with the problem, the personal problem, and how I cheer up myself. And I will answer the part two. I will prepare the part two in just a few seconds. Okay, I have just prepared my answers for the part 2 prompt, and I will answer it. Describe a moment when you felt proud and like this is one of my proudest experiences in my life. Like when I was still studying at the specializing mathematics club, and like I was the like there were eight students in the club, like and I was just next to the I was like around the worst students in that club. I studied really bad. I I made a lot of mistakes, and my teacher he always scolded at me, and like I felt so frustrated about it. I feel I really want to punch him, to be honest. But like the goal, the reason to operate the club is to get higher scores in the math competition at the time. So because of that, I know how to revenge him in a good way. Is to study. Yeah, just simple like that. Just need to study. And if I study well, I study properly, I study enough, I can make I can do my exams. I can excel in my exam. I can master my exam when I join a competition. Like I will give my teacher. I will give my teacher a lesson. I mean that, and I studying all the time. I also started recording myself studying to make sure that I was always studying, and finally I got high scores in the competitions in the competition. And my teacher, he was speechless. He didn't expect that he didn't expect that I had that higher scores, but he also felt happy for me because he just also he just wanted his students to get higher scores, and he also wanted that. And finally we all ended up being happy, and like I could take like I could give him a lesson, and I could finish my revenge successfully. And that's one of my moments that I felt really proud of about myself. And talk about a time you felt disappointed. Yeah, um, I, wa- I want to talk about this. I wanted to talk about this a long time before. Like my football team, like I was the one who always had the du- who always who always had a duty to choose the players for my team, and chose a really strong team. Like it is a tremendously strong team. That team can defeat that team could defeat all the other teams at that moment. But like they were, I I cannot describe about that. The, they were too chilling in that game. They didn't give much attention to play in that football match. So we ended up losing in an unexpected way, and I felt really disappointed by my team because like they were really strong and they were really skillful. They could score a lot of goals at the moment, but they were really chilling, and they um, they were gossiping a lot. They didn't give too much attention to the football match, and to be honest, I want to I wanted to insult so much at that point, but like I I tried to bottle up my emotions. Yeah, I tried to bottle up my emotions, but if I have to like if I had to ex- if I had to expose my feelings out, I would insult them for hours, to be honest. And I also wish that they would be aware of their actions, and they would pay more attention to every football match in the future. And describe an emotional event in your life. I don't know. I will share with you guys about this story of myself, but like it is too childish, and I don't know why I cry at the moment. Like there was a time I was too lazy to study, so my mom, she scared me that she told me that she would take my computer if I don't study. Um, she would take my computer even if I study or not. She would try to take my computer because I was too lazy at that moment, and I felt so scared because like the computer is the only way to entertain myself. It's the only thing that cheer me up. Whenever I feel bored, I don't have anything else to do except using computer. So I felt so scared at that moment, and I wrapped myself in the blanket. I started crying, and I I've overthought so much at the moment, and I didn't know why I was thinking that much, but finally I realized that. That was a joke for my mom. That was a joke. That was a prank, and that was also a life lesson for myself. Life lesson. And talk about a time you were really nervous. To be honest, I'm a confident man, and I can be able to talk in a really big show without worrying about anything. But like every hero, or every hero they has, I mean every hero they have a background, it's all their own stories, and I also do have one of the one of the embarrassing moments in my life, embarrassing experiences in my life. It was about my first presentation, and I was coached to do a presentation about presenting my hobbies, and I put a lot of effort to do that presentation. But like the first time I am stepping up to the class, it's looking in front of like standing up in front of all of my teammates, all of my classmates in the class. I felt kind of really nervous because I didn't know too much people in the class, because I was I had just I had just been studying in that class for about a year. I know a half of half of a year, so I didn't know all of the students in the class. So I felt so nervous because I fear that people, they will judge me. They will give I will be scoffed at, and but start I just started presenting, and the presentation in went really perfectly, and everyone they ended up clapping for me, and that was also one of the proudest experience in my life. But that was also one of the most nervous experiences in my life as well. And the final question is: describe a time someone comforted you. Um, this is a funny story because, like, like 1 year or 2 years ago, me with my homies, we were having a habit of playing volleyball every afternoon, and there was a rainy day when I can say that it was um it was a there was a thunderstorm in that day, but like we are we were playing volleyball, and in the middle of the in the time we playing volleyball, it started raining. It raining tremendously terrible because the rain, it was really big. It was like a thunderstorm, and but we still kept playing. And after playing for about few minutes, we played really enthusiastically in that game. But because of that enthusiasm, I ended up I ended up falling. I just I cannot, I don't have the vocabulary to describe it. I just missed missed my legs. My legs just switched off, and I ended up falling down, and my face, it touched the ground really strongly, and I lost half of my front tooth, and it was one of the most terrible experiences in my life. I was really I was really horrible at that moment. I felt so frustrated and felt so anxious because I just lost half of my tooth, and I went straight to my home and I asked my father, my mother, if it could be it could be growing to be the normal one, but they said no. So we went to a pharmacy or to a hospital, to a dentist, and they was like they were doing some surgery on my tooth, and now it gets normal until now. Yes, it is. Ah, it's it looks really strange, right? It's 30 minutes of today. Thank you guys all for listening. This is my journey of speaking English every day until I get fluent at speaking English. Day 26. I have made it so far.